BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by...
I want to retire knowing we did it right. We want
to know that it's been worth something.
It's worth everything.
Be intentional about your worth. Farmers National Bank Wealth Management.
This really is, in the language of the industry, a merger of equals, meaning you see all this was a low premium deal, 1.7% for the shareholders. A low or no premium deal was what works best for both sets of shareholders on a go-forward basis. There's the benefit is shared equally, and that's what we desired as a part of this transaction. What makes it work well for both sides, and things like dividend and total return will all be to the benefit of both shareholders, and that's what makes a merger of equals kind of uncommon. Typically, someone buys someone else. They pay a large premium up front and do the best they can for their shareholder base that's remaining as far as return for them. This is more of an equal split. We'll be a top quartile performer for an organization of our size. The currency, vis-a-vis the stock, will be very strong. We'll be in a great position for additional growth as opportunities become available, and really be unique across northern Ohio and the adjacent markets relative to still delivering a community bank model, meaning local folks running the show, local decisioning, nimble, quick, that sort of thing, but have the backbone of a larger organization.
In terms of local decision making, what will the structure be? What level of decision would need to be kicked up to the corporate board level?
There's no change. We run credit out of this market. Frank Hero is our local market president. The routine would be the same. You're still taking your deals to someone who's of the community and knows the community, and that's the same model that First Defiance runs on their site as well. The real change will be away from the customer-facing areas, but if you're in a branch, you're going to have the same experience as you've been having if you're working with our commercial private banking teams and so forth. Same experience that you had. We'll have some better products down the road, but it's really some changes in the back room and some of the vendor work that we do and so forth is where the pickup is at. The importance of having the bank headquartered in Youngstown it's an important move. A third of the organization, size-wise, from deposit standpoint, is right here in the Valley. And that by far is the largest market of all the markets that are served by the two individual companies today. And so it reinforces that. We'll continue to grow here in the Valley, in this tower, in our support units. And in the same way, over in Defiance, they've got operating unit as well. And it will continue to be there serving that community. It will not be duplicative. It's just that you're going to have those roles in both communities. And having the headquarters there at the holding company, the bank headquarters here, is more indicative of how we'll actually operate with good people on both sides.
Now, what will happen in terms, if anything, in terms of what's been Home Savings' traditional community involvement role?
You'll see the same level of commitment in terms of dollar and activity by our team and so forth within the community as we've become accustomed to. So we've always been fortunate to have a wonderful foundation that provided us a good deal of wherewithal to help with all sorts of worthwhile things around the community. That stays the same. Administered locally, and as I said, from a dollars and cents standpoint, the same sort of support going forward.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by...
I want to retire knowing we did it right. We want
to know that it's been worth something.
It's worth everything.
Be intentional about your worth. Farmers National Bank Wealth Management.